It's not going to be a normal intro, like I have a normal video. I've been kind of delaying this video, and I've been kind of delaying doing YouTube for a little while. We're going to talk about 2020. We're in the middle of the year. It's June, and I think it's appropriate right now to talk about the things that have happened in the world. I'm kind of late making this video, and it's going to be posted up as soon as possible. But I just had to give myself some time to think about what's been going on in the world, about where I am in my life, and then how should I continue to live my life. So, we're going to talk about 2020. When it was New Year's Eve, my friends and my family, we were all living our casual lives. I went and worked that day, and then right at midnight, I got off work, went home, celebrated New Year's Eve with my family. We watched the ball drop, of course, and we set ourselves some resolutions. Mine were, working out more, so I could work out physically and mentally, so I could have more spare time to work on my career of filmmaking and going to college soon. And my third one was to allow more space in my life so I could have more time to do things besides the things that I normally do, like reading a book or playing a video game or watching TV. I wanted to do more. I wanted to take a break from YouTube for a while. And then I get reports from my friends. We hang out here and there, and we get into this big discussion because a large chunk of my friends, they're from Australia, and now they've moved back to here where I live, and we could not be more happier to have them back here in my hometown. And they all got into this big discussion saying there's a big fire in Australia, and I can't remember the full story about this, but I think it was someone had lit a fire, and it kind of got out of control and became a wildfire, but it burnt all of Australia's natural forests, and it was killing koalas and kangaroos. They were on the brink of extinction. People were dying. Firefighters were putting their lives on the lines. A lot of firefighters flew from America, from Europe, from China, all around the world. A bunch of firefighters went to Australia to put out these fires, and they saved as much of the forests as they could. They saved a lot of koalas and a lot of kangaroos, and I'm very, very glad that they were able to save those poor animals. I've seen koalas and kangaroos at in a zoo, but I hope to one day I can hold a koala. It's just always it's been something on my bucket list, is to hold a little koala or something, or even a little panda. So they got all of that situated. All right, fast forward a few months later. All right, Kobe Bryant dies out of nowhere. I remember I was sitting in my room, and I was playing a video game, and then minutes and minutes later, or an hour later, my phone is just blowing up, and I'm just it's probably my friends, or I'm probably getting a notification from Instagram or something. It was my Twitter, and I picked up my phone, and I'm just reading tweet after tweet after tweet, and it's Kobe Bryant's dead. Kobe died. Helicopter crash. I'm thinking, wait, what? And I'm are you being serious? So I open it up, and I go through Twitter, and then I just see it. I see the post where the helicopter crashed, and then I go on to the live broadcasting on CNN, and I'm just there watching the reporting of the helicopter's on fire. It's crashed. And they're saying Kobe's dead. A lot of more passengers are dead. His daughter died with him. And I'm thinking, what? Are you serious right now? And I kind of just, that entire day, I didn't really want to do anything. But I had to go to work, and I had to come home and, eat food and go to bed. But I was thinking to myself, I'm there's no way this could be happening. And I just kind of felt in my heart, I'm I know I'm going to die one day, but I didn't think, dang, that is so random that, I didn't expect Kobe to go out like that. And it was super scary for me. I'm just like, geez, like, that could have been anybody, but no, it had to be Kobe Bryant that day. So, we get into March, and I've heard from Christmas, during Christmas, all the way to March, we heard about this virus that was happening in China. Me and my friends were just talking about it here and there at school, and everyone was talking about it because it was the big buzz at the time. And we were hearing, oh, it's a virus, and then a few of my friends joked about it and said, oh, the Chinese made it, or it'll never get over here in the U.S. We're safe. We're all gonna live. Nothing. This virus ain't gonna spread. It's just nothing. It's gonna be taken care of about in a month. No. March 13th was the last day of school for me. I'm a senior, or I was a senior in high school, and we got dismissed. It was 10:08 a.m. and our principal came on the intercom and said, as of right now, all classes are dismissed. We are ordered to send every student home, yada yada yada. And they say we will keep in contact through social media, phone, through calls, and keep in touch with every student, family member, yada yada yada. And then we'll plan ahead of what's going to happen. So everyone's like, yay, school's out, yada yada. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, this will be alright. I said, we're going to just be dismissed for about a week or two. No biggie. Alright, well then it gets to the first 2 weeks of April, and I'm like, okay, it's almost my birthday, and we're still out, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I hope we're not officially out of school forever. Like, I want to finish my senior year. And then, all of a sudden, the virus spread everywhere. It wasn't in China no more. It was in Europe. It was everywhere. And it spread to the U.S. It was in New York and then California. I was like, okay. I was like, there's no way it's going to get where I live. It's not going to get anywhere. And then, nationwide, and then worldwide, the whole world was shut down, and we've been quarantined. And we're still quarantined. 4 or 5 months later. And I'm sitting here like, there's no way this is happening right now. Like, I've got to be living in a nightmare right now. There's no way that we are all quarantined. And I was really upset. And they said, things are not going to be the same. We're still going to have a graduation. It just won't be your traditional graduation. We're going to have a virtual one. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is my senior year. This is supposed to be my best year of my high school career. And now I have to have it virtually. And we did. And it was good. But to me, it's still not the same. And I had to go to my school about a month ago. And I picked up my diploma. I got to say goodbye to all my teachers. Shout out to Baldwin. But I'm looking at my diploma. And I'm just like, I don't feel like I've achieved it, but I don't feel like I've fully, succeeded, And I'm over it now, but still, I'm like, this was supposed to be my final year, my final goodbyes to my classmates, my friends, and now it's just all gone. And so, I'm quarantined, and I still get to go to work and stuff, and it's still all good. And I still love that I get to work. I get to go to work. The only downside is I have to wear, a mask. And, everyone has to do that. And I'm still glad that my family, personally, gets to work. We still get to go, and my parents get to go still do their jobs. I get to go to work. My grandparents my grandmother, she gets to go to work still. My aunt, uncle, they get to go. Because we're all essential workers. Even though we work in completely different environments. So, I'm working, and I get to come home, and I'm still, the reason I haven't been posting so much, I think the last few videos I did, I think I started my Minecraft series that I haven't uploaded since, and I'll talk about that in a minute, and then I did my MCU rankings, and I love the feedback from that, you guys, thank you so much. But the reason I've been posting, Minecraft, Terraria, other gameplays, is because the whole quarantine thing, I should be doing, more videos because I'm at home now. I'm permanently on summer break now, and I don't have to go to school. Yippee! It sounds great, right? I still kind of feel empty. Like, I don't feel happy all the time now. It's just because I'm quarantined. I love my family. In fact, the whole time we've been quarantined, I've been spending more time with my family, and that's great. I have nothing to be ashamed of from that. I love spending time with my family. And so, I was kind of getting back out of my shell. I was like, alright, you know what? Let's go play some video games. You love to do that. You make videos on that. Let's do it. And then I hear the name George Floyd. And I start to watch the video where he was murdered by that officer. And then I just sank back into, my little hole. It's kind of like that scene in Get Out, where Chris, sinks through the chair and he ends up in the void and he's just floating there and screaming. That's kind of how I felt when I watched that video. I'm just like, what are you... I mean, I know y'all people wanted to buy out all the toilet paper, but I'm thinking, have you really lost your mind about killing this man? No, they didn't arrest him. And they did not have to kill him, but they did. It was police brutality. And now, I love my community. I'm very, very blessed that I live in a safe, nice, comfortable community where my city and my police don't do any of that whatsoever. We don't tolerate that stuff. And I'm very blessed that my mayor and that my police force have come out and spoke out what they feel about this. And I just want to thank you personally if you're watching this video. So, all this happens, and then I didn't see... I should have knew what was going to happen. I had a small idea of how people were going to react to this video of George Floyd being murdered, but I didn't think it was going to go out the way I thought. I heard people are rioting, people are protesting, and I'm just thinking, okay, things just got even worse for 2020. So, all these protestings and stuff were great. I stand for all of the protesting. But the rioting, I'm not for. I don't support any of the riots. It's not going to get us anywhere. Because I remember watching peaceful protestings, and I was like, yes, alright, they're getting it out there. Good job. They're fighting for the black community in America. That is great. And then I heard, Wendy's got set on fire, and then AutoZone got set on fire, and then Target got raided, and it got blown up. And I'm thinking, wait, what? And then I found out the riots did that, and I'm thinking, okay, well, now you've kind of destroyed a business. And then I remember watching this one, I don't know where it was, but this store owner, he was black. He came out screaming. He got out of his car and he was like, "That's my business. That's my business. No." And what was so terrible about this is because it was his business. But I expected the riots to be the white people that were doing it, to get the word out and say, in all this police brutality, it wasn't white people that were burning down his business. It was black people. And I'm thinking, you're now making it look worse on your behalf rather than doing the peaceful protesting. You're not really making it better. So then what happened next? The SWAT team got enforced. All the policemen, police ladies out there, they got all in their bulletproof vests. They got out their riot shields. They started throwing tear gas at people. I'm thinking, are you serious right now? Really? And I'm going on Twitter every single day, which I hate waking up in the morning, and the first thing I do, I roll over, I pick up my phone, and I just scroll through Instagram. And here's the thing about social media. I've known this since I was about 14 when I first started Facebook. You got to be careful how you get on social media. It doesn't matter what platform it is, and it don't even matter about YouTube either. Just any social media platform. You got to be careful how you look at things, how you take it into perspective, and then how you post it. All right? You got to remember those three things. And so I always see two sides to every perspective. And I'm looking at the riots, and I'm looking at the protesters, and I'm just like, the SWAT teams and the police officers that are in SWAT in bulletproof uniforms with riot shields, and I'm like, they're throwing tear gas into peaceful protestings. They're not even doing that. Some of them are on their knees, like George Floyd when he was murdered. Some are sitting down, crisscross applesauce. Some are standing up, holding up signs, Black Lives Matters, with black fists. Yet the officers are throwing tear gas at them. And then I look on another one. These people on the freeway and the highways, riots, are flipping cars over. Some are jumping out in front of transfer trucks. Some are throwing bricks and axes into cars. I'm thinking, what are y'all doing? And so I'm just like, it can't get any worse than that. And then, they take this thing to Washington. Alright, like, look, I've got this comic book, or, well, actually, it's not a comic book, it's a graphic novel of the March. It's called March, and it's about the Civil Rights Movement. It has Martin Luther King in it. It's a great graphic novel. I've read all three of them. Fantastic art, fantastic narrative, all that. And they walk across the bridge with the officers in bulletproof vests, riot shields, throwing tear gas at the people in this. And all this stuff happened. All this was in historical. And then I watched the movie Salem, and I see the same thing that I'm seeing today. And I'm like, nothing has changed at all. And then, I'm not even going to get into what our president has done. I don't like talking about politics or religion on my channel because I don't like to offend people and make people uncomfortable or upset with me or themselves. So I'm just going to leave that out of the equation. So, and then I see a lot of people saying all lives matter. Black lives don't matter. And then I see the other side where people are saying black lives do matter. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to break the tiebreaker, you guys. Alright? All lives do matter. But, right now, on June 8th, 2020, as I'm recording this, as of right now, in 2020, black lives do matter. Because right now, we have a huge civil rights issue in America that has been done in the past and is still going on today in present day. It's not over. It's not begun. We're still in it. And it's happening once again. We need to do something to end this police brutality. We need to end all the riots. We need to end all this hate and suffering that is going on with the black community. Alright? All lives do matter. But the black lives do matter here in the United States. So, to end this off, I'm going to say 2020 has sucked. We're only in June. We've still got 6 months to go. And I'm going to do my best to enjoy it while I can. Don't worry. More videos are coming up soon. Actually, The Last of Us comes out tomorrow, so get ready for that. But yeah, keep your heads up. Don't lose hope. We're going to do everything we can to end all these riots and brutalities that are going on in the police. And once again, I just want to thank the community that I live in and how we have supported the Black Lives Matter movement. And, yeah, you guys. Don't lose hope and just enjoy your lives and the year that God is still giving you. And the best is yet to come.